That we have Jenkins configured to check out from Git, deploy to Artifactory, and deploy to Jenkins. There's some advanced setup that we need to do to support the tagging of the code from a release branch and pushing the code and the tag to the release branch in Git. So let's head over to the configuration of the Jenkins job. The first thing that we want to do is we want to add another parameter called deploy. So let's add a choice parameter with a name called deploy, the default value being no or yes, and the optional value is no. And then we head over to the build environment, and this is where we're going to use the user ID and password to deploy the code to the Tomcat server. So we'll call it tc user, value is Jenkins, another variable called tc pass, value is Jenkins. And we'll take a look at how we want to use this. Okay, so post that we have clean. I'm going to get rid of the package from there. The post steps, we have the first one which says tag is no, building snapshot from branch, that is selected on the dropdown. We'll add another multiple step, and in this case we'll again select the same thing, which is when the condition is met or the strings match. And what is the string? We'll keep on going with the tag, right? So tag is yes. What do we want to do when the tag is yes? We want to first echo out building from branch, link tag from branch, the name of the branch, or I should say the value of the branch, and we want to invoke the Maven release commands. And what are those? So release, clean, release, prepare, and release, perform. Okay, so we have set up the tag. Let's go ahead and set up the deploy as well, right? So the strings match. In this case, what is the variable? It's called deploy. And if it is yes, what do we want to do? We want to execute a shell command. And I've copied the command that we need to do in the cheat sheet here. And it's a curl request that basically says use the following credentials with the target of ..var under the target folder. Use the manager script method to deploy to the path of DevOps and update it. Right, so it's going to do the deployment of the var if the deploy is yes. Right, so at this point we don't need the second post build actions. Right, we can get rid of this. Right, and we do not have any other changes that we need to do. So let's go ahead and apply and save, and let's see the parameters, right? So what are the options that I have? I have the option to select a branch, whether to tag it, and whether to deploy it, right? So we'll take a look at how this is going to be used with the release branch, but now we are set up in a way that we can select a branch, select an option to tag, and select an option to deploy.